Kia ora koutou. Welcome to episode 5 of the FFS series. I went ahead, I managed to fuse up another 5-star in Abyss. So I used them to take Delacium up to 6-star. So that means we have to use a 4-star in our lineup, which is not too bad, but this is our lineup at the moment. Dantalion, Norma, Gusta, Fatmu, 4-star Ilaria, and Delacium at 6. There is not a lot to do today. It is still just a waiting game. Need to get to level 64 so I can go back to making progress in campaign. What we're going to do is jump in tower, see if we can't beat the fortress wave we're stuck on now that we have a 6-star. We should be able to make a bit more progress. And then after this, we'll skip through until we get to, if we pass this, that is, we'll skip through until we get to a good reward stage, and then watch it, and we'll just skip until we can't make any more progress. So the next reward stage would be at 180. So let's skip through to 180 if we can. Watch that and then carry on. Here we go. So we're at another 5-star reward wave. And there we go. So we will go ahead and pull that out. Let's just push as far as we can for now. The next one, if we can make it that far, would be 205. All right, 188. I'm guessing it is the Aiden doing most of the damage, just with everyone dying. Yeah. Let's carry on. All right, a fortress wave. So here it could be the CC provided by Bleaker. Honor Guard giving them defense. Cool. Margaret wave. So here Margaret heals if she's affected by dots. So that may be the case. No, they just do too much damage. All right, let's go check out that 5-star. Krim, nice. That is perfect. Now we have a full 5-star lineup again. And his attack steal should count as a debuff for Delacium, unlike Queen's crit reduce. This time we beat day, and we made it to here in night. I haven't even bothered. Everyone but Delacium is dead. I mean, 9-star Penny, 8-star Uni, a couple of carries. We're not going to beat this wave at all. Yep. So carry just crit us to death. Because I've been spending on the 5-star shards throughout the week, I did get lucky We have Heart Watcher here. I just don't have the dragon scales to pick her up. So, that's just sort of what comes with spending your resources. But I did today, so I got 25 Abyss Shards today, which I think in the long run, just picking up those Abyss Shards in Brave Trial is really going to push our progress, giving us the food we need to take our heroes up. And I think, I've got the 2 orbs, so we're going to go ahead and drop those in Abyss as well, and see if we can't get some more luck. Nice, 5-star Destroyer, and a 4-star Destroyer. Now what we're struggling on at the moment is Spirit. It disappears so quickly. So I might go in the market, pick up the 500k for a mill. I want to drop it all on Delacium, but I think we should go ahead and take Krim up to as high as we possibly can. Let's see. I don't think Fat Moo is a priority for gear. Augusta. So I'm going to say, obviously, Delacium, first priority, Dantalion the next, and then normally I'd say Norma, or Norma Lee, but I'll go ahead and put the next best gear on Krim and then go Norma. And then we'll go Fat Moo because he adds a burn as well. And Gusta is the last priority. That Ilaria's gear doesn't make a difference. So let's level up Krim. All right, so just getting him to tier 5. We'll leave him at level 80 for now. And then the next priority is getting Delacium up to 140. Let's go into the raid. How are we doing? I'm ranked 4th. We only have a few hours till the reset of the counter. So I may as well go ahead now and use the next free attack, the one that doesn't cost any gems, because we aren't really going to, in those 3 hours, make much progress. Maybe we would get like 1 level on Delacium, so may as well just use it now. And then I don't have to worry about when I log back in next and potentially forgetting to use it. Yeah, cool. So you'll see on Karim's active, when he steals the attack, it adds like the little debuff box above the enemy's head. So that'll count towards Delacium doing more damage and having the potential to replicate it. And luckily, I mean, it's still going to take a little while, but we're not too far off. We're level 63. So at level 70, we'll get the skip and we won't have to watch all the battles. I don't know how many people actually watch them all, but I am one of those people who just sort of like to skip them. And unless I'm like testing something, then I'll watch. But yeah, so that's it for now. We'll come back later, see if we can't make some more progress. We're only... I had a few 5-star quests in the tavern again today. So we're at 12 from 20 with 2 more days of the quests to go. So we need 80% of them to be 5 stars or 8 out of 10. It's definitely possible, but I'm not going to push for it. Like if I get 4-star quests with good gems, I'll keep those. But yeah, all right. See you guys in a little bit. All right, guys, we are back. We have... I just got exactly enough to level up our watchtower. So we're going to set off on our adventure. Unfortunately, the first available puppet is not in our faction, so not the best for us, but hopefully along the way we unlock we find some of the like exploration maps. So let's jump in. What I'd recommend, guys, is most people are going to set the first team as their strongest lineup. We're just going to go like this and set our third team as our strongest. But the reason for this is throughout your voyage, you're basically just going to be fighting with your strongest team. If you have that in a slot that's not the first slot, you're going to be probably facing people's second or third strongest teams, or just whatever they had left and they threw in. So we are going to do that and set our lineup. Let's go something like that. Looks good to me, and let's start our journey. So you'll see I haven't done any videos on the Celestial Island update, so I'll go through my thoughts here. I think it's a lot of fun. It's nice that, so the journey takes 14 days, but throughout those days you have multiple chances to speed it up, so it's actually not going to take that long. Up the top here, it explains everything about how it works. If your fleet's durability goes below 90, for every 10 durability, you lose, below 90, you lose 5% of your final rewards. So basically it doesn't matter if you're below 90 until you get down to 60 durability. That's when your fleet speed is reduced by 25%. I say it doesn't matter because what I recommend doing is just keep your fleet above 60 durability so your speed is not affected. And then when it comes down to the final days where you're about to get your rewards, just make sure you repair your ship up to 100%, sort of just before the end, or over or up to 90%. Ideally 100, just in case your ship gets attacked by pirates or whatever, and then you just jump in and repair it again quickly before you finish the cruise, or the voyage, whatever you want to call it. That's just my take. So the main resource here are going to be these anchors, which you'll see up the top next to gems. The gems are also going to be useful here. You're going to run into some really good deals. I'm kind of hoping that I don't get the little 2-hour marketplace because I have no self-control. And I really need to save those gems for next week because it's going to be the gem box event. And ideally, we're going to aim for getting the first 2 gem boxes, which will be the heroic scrolls with promotion stones, which are super useful early game. And then the second box will be the profit orbs. And I can't remember, or I don't know if we're going to be getting the gear with that this week or not. And in fact, I think it might be the profit orbs might be the 3rd gem box, not the second one. I think the second one is like super wishing coins, which is skippable. But we're going to need around 3,000-ish gems to do that. But let's go ahead and jump in and start doing our explorations. Nothing much. And you'll see with these explorations, so all these materials you get go into your cargo hold. You don't get these resources until the voyage is finished. So you might think, oh yeah, I got some great resources. Yes, they are great resources. You just need to get to the end of the voyage to collect them. And then at the end of the voyage is when you'll be making a lot of progress. Something I haven't gone over is the upgrades that you can do for your fleet. Now, you're not going to be able to do these upgrades until you finish the voyage, so you can't do any upgrades during, like that. The engine, in my opinion, is going to be the one you want to max out first. It's going to give your fleet a speed boost, so you're going to be able to complete the voyages more quickly. The next, I would say, would be the cargo hold. So you get more resources from the voyages. Durability, I guess if you're not confident in your team's ability to beat other teams, you might want more durability. Or if you don't want to spend the gems in repairing your ship, if it is constantly getting attacked by pirates or whatever. And then the arsenal. The arsenal upgrade is actually pretty decent. 4% attack, 12% HP, and 10% speed. Sorry, 10 speed, not 10%. This is only going to affect your teams in this part of the game. So the teams that are on your ship, it's not going to affect it anywhere else. This can be a good pickup if, say, your team is a little bit behind the meta or whatever it be, just to get that extra attack, HP, and speed boost over other teams, which I think most people are not going to pick up Arsenal for a while. So it may help you out there, because you do run into other ships quite regularly. But definitely max out the engine first, move on to cargo, and then you can do either durability or arsenal. It's up to you. All right, so we got the merchant. You'll see the deals are pretty good. Scrolls are going to be worth 125 gems each. So you'll see there we have 2 different options for getting scrolls. Super wishing coins. So this is actually really good value. It's going to be better than the medium shop in Aspen Dungeon, and it's equivalent to the senior merchant or whatever his name is. But it's just half the amount of coins for half the value. So rather than 500 coins, 500 gems for 20 coins, it's 250 for 10. That is going to be the same value as your market for the arena tokens there. 5,000 for 600 gems, pretty good. 10k, an exclusive artifact, orange artifact for 5,000 gems. guys, I wouldn't recommend picking these up just because of the range of artifacts at the moment. You could get something good, but you're more likely to get something bad. We'll have to wait and see with the new event coming out, which will be evolved around like a event currency for artifacts, and see how that will affect it. It then may make picking these up a really good option. And 500 gems for a red artifact. So we're not going to pick any of these up. What I do want to check though is the value of promotion stones here. So 5,000 is quite a lot. Let's see how that compares to the market, where you're going to get 2,000 for 270 and 1,000 for 150. So the 2,000 is obviously the, in terms of gems, the best option here in the market. Two of those is what, 540, and then half of that is 135. So it's going to be 675 for 5,000 from the market. So that is actually in here 75 gems cheaper for the 5,000 promotion stones. So it's a decent deal if you're lacking on those. It can be a good pickup. But again, if you have Aspen Dungeon unlocked and the marketplace, you can buy them for gold. Once you start getting a surplus of gold, guys, I'd recommend buying the promotion stones for gold every day. Back to our exploration spirit. So this is going to be sort of like the islands in the other part of the Celestial Island in the like expedition area or whatever it's called now. This is the expedition, I believe. So it's just going to be like a really low-level PvE fight. It does scale with your team. Nice. Some elite shards. What is the other one called? Oh no, this is called the expedition. This is the adventure. Nice. So those void stones are going to help out a lot once we finish the journey. And 4-star. Cool. So that's it for the Celestial Island. Just a little bit of my thoughts. We are still progressing quite slowly. Let's one more level into Lassium, and we'll try to push that tower level again. We're honestly not that far off. I think it might just come down to RNG / just waiting to get a couple more levels into our heroes. So it's just dying to the dots. What we want to do is be able to sort of take out, ideally Delassium will hit 3 Margarets with his basic attack and then take them out with his active. And I think that's how we'll be able to pass. But as you've seen, we're actually really close. Some of them not as close as others, but it is pretty much very possible that we could pass this just based on luck. We're just going to do these 10 fights, and then we have I got yes, finally. All right. I'm just going to try skip through as far as I can now. And then, well, not very far. I feel like we've made pretty decent progress in the tower, considering we only have basically a 6-star Delacium. Yeah, I don't think we'll get past that wave. I did pick up. We now have all the fortress heroes we need, so I'm going to go ahead and do that and complete out the fortress part of the heroic miracle. I'm going to go with Christian because he is one of those heroes who can go up to 6-star. Bada bing, bada boom. Get our reward. So Dant and Delacium have full gear. I think Norma's the next most important. Nice. So things are coming along reasonably well. It'll be nice when we get to, let's see, yeah, level 65. So we can now get some more gear. And just because Delacium is super squishy, it's not the ideal pieces, but we're going to run split 2-piece to get some more health. So the ideal split would be getting the armor and the shoes, and then having the weapon and accessory as the lower level gear, because these pieces for their base stats just give attack, whereas the armor and shoes give HP. So we can then give someone else. Let's go with Fat Moo because he's level 100. And upgrade Gusta's gear. Let's see. I don't think that gear is going to make enough of a difference, but we'll just see if it does make a difference at all. And the tower. And then I think that's going to be it for this episode. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. And I hope you're enjoying the series. We've had some crazy luck. Progress is going to slow down, but we're going to just keep forging ahead with the Abyss faction. Cool. Appreciate it, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Ka kite. Alright guys, we have a little end credit scene. I did my one profit orb for today to bring us up to 20. So we got the reward for doing 20, which is a Shadow Hero. I'm going to leave that in the bag for now because there's no point in pulling it out, taking up space. We'll leave it for the next Heroic Miracle. I did get a 5-star Lemageddon, which is really nice. Building up that 5-star food. Because I got to 20 orbs, it counted as a reward for the profit orbs, which gives us more branches. So we're going to go and have a go at trying to swap out Gusta a couple more times and just keep around 200 for the shelter event when it comes around. So we're at 590. We're going to try 3 swaps on Gusta and see how we do. It's in my FDA. That should free him up, I hope. Emulatus, no thanks. Queen. Gusta at least has a bit of CC. Queen will do more damage, but she doesn't provide any debuffs for Delacium. And a Norma. Honestly, I think the Norma is going to do better than the Gusta. And then that gives us a second copy for a potential 6-star. So I'm going to take it. Not as exciting as some of our swaps, but hey, can't have all the luck. All right, that's it. Kakite.